All right, guys, good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for turning into the morning note. This morning it is 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Just wanted to make sure my mic was on. It is fully charged. Good morning, everybody. My apologies for my stuffiness still. I'm still kind of fighting that little bit of a cold. No big deal. But I feel a lot better, at least that. Last week just really sucked. But other than that, I'm over it. Still a little stuffed up. Not a big deal. But we're back at it. It is a short week this week, granted. Friday is Good Friday. Sunday is Easter Sunday. So again, let's see what the market gives us. But we only got 4 days to make stuff happen. So let's see what we got in terms of the market. The Dow closed out is down 122 this morning. Nasdaq is down 1.14% pre-market. S&P futures down 0.68%. Still above 4450. Still above that key level of support. Russell's down 0.40%. Crude oil continued to tank, down 4% this morning. 94.33 an ounce, a gallon, a barrel. Gallon is for gasoline, $3.03 right now, down 3.24%. Gold is up 1.16%, 1968 an ounce. Silver up 2.83%, 25.52. Let's take a look here at the euro dollar, up 26 pips, 109.02. Dollar yen is up 1%. 126 pips, 125.57. Ethereum is down this morning. Futures wise, down 5.67%, 3,000. 41,180 for Bitcoin futures, down 3.5%. 10-year yields continue to go higher, 2.75%. We have a 10-year auction on Wednesday. We'll be watching that closely. I posted that on Instagram, showing the whole setup for the week in terms of economic data. You want to take a look at that. The dollar index is slightly up today, 0.06%, 99.86, and the VIX is up about 8%, 22.84. Let's take a look at some pre-market movers this morning. All right, let's see it. NEO is down 10.25% due to supply chain issues. I still have that. Twitter is down 2% since Elon and Twitter announced that Elon will not be joining the board. AT&T is down 22% this morning. It's done because of a stock adjustment for Warner Brothers Discovery debut. JP Morgan discovers it, puts it as an overweight rating. So again, the new Warner Brothers Discovery is going to trade as WBD. That was due to the merger that was done. So remember, AT&T shares were marked sharply lower in pre-market trading. Investors adjusted for the completion of its $43 billion media merger with Discovery and will begin trading later today. So again, Warner Brothers Discovery will trade on the NASDAQ under the symbol WDBD with David Zaslav, I'm going to pronounce that incorrectly, at the helm. AT&T's decision to spin off its interest in Warner Media early this year. AT&T shareholders will own 71% of the combined group, with the remaining 29% of Discovery shareholders. I don't own AT&T anymore. If you remember, I owned it way back and I sold that. I always loved the yield, but it's to the point that it's just too much volatility, too much crap, too much debt that they have. I have other dividend stocks that I rather own than AT&T themselves. If you want to take a look at the stock again, it is trading at $18.91. WBD, you can see here, just starting up right now. That's $24.32 a share. Let's take a look here at some other pre-market movers. NVIDIA was actually downgraded today as well. That's something I don't see often. Bayer downgrades NVIDIA, warning of chip order cancellations. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ and see it. NVIDIA is down 3.90%. Tesla's down 4.34%. The only one that's up right now, the NASDAQ, is NetEase, 7.76%. AMD is below 100. Apple down about 1% this morning. Qualcomm down about 1.5%. Again, we know the tech is going down this morning. Boeing down about 1.08%. So again, it's looking pretty bearish out there in terms of individual names. Again, shorter week. We know the drill. We also don't have any. We have some Fed talkers this week, but no like Fed meeting or anything like that. That's in May. But we do have CPI numbers coming up this week as well. So again, a lot to look forward to, a lot to look at. you could see S&P futures kind of dangling above 44.54 key level. After that break, then you start talking about 44.25 and then 43.71. So again, looking like a put day, if anything. Again, I want to see how we go at the 10 o'clock hour and go from there. You can see the VIX is starting to get closer to that trend line, that downward trend. You could see right around 22.98. So 23, again, if we break 23.38, then we're going to get a little more of a spike. Then 4,400 is definitely in focus for S&P futures, as we do have a short week. You could see the volume isn't the best either. Holy Week, as we know, with Easter on Sunday. So again, I wouldn't add too much risk out there, but let's see what we can get. Again, 4 days to make it happen, Captain. Let's see what we get. Good morning, all. Expecting a low volume week with short week and Fed talking? Yes, I do, just mostly for the holidays than anything else. Remember, Friday, the market is closed. So Friday is Good Friday. There's no morning note, no aftermarket recap. Let's do the best we can in 4 days, and we can do it. Let's see what we get. Morning, Carlos. Good time to add shares of AMD, so you see it dropping more. I bought more AMD last week already, so I got it at 103. I added some. Now it's below 100. I could have waited a day or so to buy more. The next level down for me is right around 93, 95 or so, 94, and I'll probably buy some more there. I do love AMD long term. So again, I've been owning that for a while. If you're looking at NVIDIA, right now it's at 221. Below 200, I will be adding more shares. Now I'm starting to look and see what's available out there as we're starting to get some downgrades here, possibly getting some good deals out there for some great companies like NVIDIA and AMD. Good morning, by the way, boss. You're welcome. Good morning, William. And John says, do you? Yes, you're welcome, John. Thank you so much, man, for the question. I really do appreciate your questions, as always, guys. Make sure to follow me on Twitter. I do live blogging of the market every day. The last couple of days have been feeling like shit. So again, I feel a lot better, just a little stuffed up. So I do have my little nose spray. So there you go. Maybe this is some secret sauce to trade, to get us some extra trades here on our side this week. Let's see what we get. Let's see TNX. TNX yield, so key to watch for. I've been talking about it ad nauseum. 30.39. That's 3%. That's your resistance. If we break above that, 4% may be in focus, and that's where it really gets interesting, where rates go higher. Basically, 10-year yield is doing what the Fed needs to do. It needs to go higher to curb, more spending, to curb inflation. And again, we'll see the CPI number as we go along. Let's take a look at gold here. Gold right now at 1966, a break of 2000. You're talking about 2090. I want to take a look at GLD. Let's take a look at GLD here. I'll go to the 1 hour chart, a break of 183.45. You could take a look at possibly the 185 calls, maybe buy some time ahead of time. Our team does have some GLD calls that do expire this week as well. Let's see. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you so much, man. Listen, I don't feel too bad. I was really bad last week, but again, it's just I think it's just a little bit of the changing of the weather, if anything. I wasn't like stuck in bed, like I couldn't move. It wasn't like COVID or anything. Just more like allergies, sneezing, a little bit of coughing here and there. Coughed last night, but it's one of those things that you just get over with seasonality. And I can't stay away from the computer too long, guys. I got to see what's next in the market. Levels to add on Tesla. Let's take a look at it. Tesla. All right. Tesla right now is at 979.89. Maybe a breakdown of below 886. If we get like some real sell-off there, I'd probably look to buy some more. Below 900 seems to be the nice level for me. You can see in terms of the Fibonacci levels. Good morning, Carlos. Thoughts on SPY puts for Oxy for calls? Let's take a look at SPY together. I wouldn't do Oxy for calls because crude oil is down, so I wouldn't need crude oil to go up. If anything, you're talking about Oxy for puts, Carmen. A break of 441.16, that's your next level to break on SPY. If we do break there, then 437 will be in focus. But again, we're still kind of hanging on by that thread of 44.50, 444.50 on the S&P futures and SPY especially. So again, see consolidation that we've been having here really since the last couple of days. Again, nothing has really changed. I mean, it is down a little bit, but it's still consolidating in that range. So for SPY puts, I don't see anything that's really worth doing as of yet. Let's see if we can break down below 441. Just give us $3 more and see if we can play a little bit. The last thing I want to do is just get a bounce right when I get into puts. I'm still holding to QQQ, absolutely. Still holding those. I have not added yet, so I'm still waiting. But I think I'm still up like about 8% at my peak. I was up 31. So again, I'm okay with holding it here. I don't have a unusually large position. It's just a trade, and I'm still green on it. So I'm not really worried about it at this point. Could I always add more? Sure. Let's take a look at the daily on TQQ. You could see it is below the 200-day. So again, maybe, just maybe, we could see if we get to around 50.39 to add some more as we continue along. What do you think about banks this week? I do have some Goldman Sachs calls. Let's see where they're at this morning. They are green. I expect a break of 324.27. They do report this week, so again, expect the premiums to be a little juiced. So just be a little careful there on terms of Goldman Sachs, JPM, Citi, Bank of America, and all those names. But I do own some Goldman Sachs calls. But I think banks do well this week. I think we get a rotation to value. What happened during the weekend that everything went red pre-market? Again, short week. Again, we're starting to get closer to earnings season. A lot of it is just kind of consolidation. Again, end of March was pretty strong. Now we're getting to the point of, you could see lower volumes across the board. We're starting to get to Holy Week. Again, it's a short week. Maybe just wanted to, some traders right there just kind of want to take some risk off the table. We see oil's down, we see gold is up, we see equities down, bonds continue to go higher. So again, interest rates are still in focus, the VIX as well. Again, all we need to see here is if the VIX rejects and if bonds actually get some reprieve and get some bids. That's the key. Bonds are in a total bear market right now. Yields are soaring. So again, we're going to see if bonds actually come around and stabilize a little bit. A stabilization of bonds would be a good thing for stocks. But again, we'll have to see what we get. Again, it is a short week. Usually on Easter week, Holy Week, as Catholics and Christians say, it usually doesn't have tons of volume. So again, just don't add any risk just because. Be very careful out there. Maybe go half position if you're trading this week and it's expiring this week. If you're doing it for next week, that's fine. But again, when it comes to expire this week, I would lower the position size just due to the volume for the week this week and the holidays. So let's just be careful as we go along. Again, we don't want to do anything that's going to ruin our month or ruin a couple of weeks just because of a dumb couple of trades. We have to think ahead. So again, if there's nothing going on this week, again, I have no problem shorting this market to the abyss, but I got to get something out of it. I got to see some breaks. I just don't want to short it because it's pre-market red. I always like to wait until 10 a.m. in the morning, get that first candle in the way, and then see where we go from there. But again, it's going to take some patience. As always, I'll walk you guys what I see as we go along in terms of the market on Twitter. Just a couple of other news here. Amazon kicks off dollar bond sale in 7 parts. So again, Treasury yields climb after Amazon bond sale announced. So Amazon is raising some capital. You can see they are down pre-market. So again, some liquidity issues possibly. Maybe Amazon wants to expand, but I haven't seen them making a bond offering in a while. Apple, I've seen it a couple of times, but not Amazon. That's different. That's nothing bad. It's just something I haven't seen in a while. But again, look like some cash is needed out there for these companies. So we'll see what we get. All right, guys, we'll leave it there. Have a great rest of your morning. I'll catch you guys for the aftermarket recap at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's see what we get in terms of the market. Starting to see a little green out there, a little bit of a bounce. Last thing I want you guys to do is get chopped up. So wait for 10 a.m., see where the markets go. Don't open anything right at 9:30. That's not the smartest thing in the world, especially with premiums getting all wild and spreads are a little crazy. Just wait it out, wait for 10 a.m. and see where we go from there. Have a great rest of your morning. We'll catch you guys later. Cheers.